My computer again for what was probably the 100th time that day, searching for mentions of my newly minted blog post. Enter, enter, enter. But there were no mentions and no comments on the blog post. It was frustrating. I poured out my heart and all of the knowledge I had at the time about effective communication strategies, and no one seemed to be listening. It was also depressing. Newly married, I just left my job as Director of Communications at a national trade association in Washington, D.C., and put up a shingle as a public relations consultant so I could realize my dream of owning my own business. While my old job had retained me for a project, I still had no other clients, and the only coworker I had that spring was a barn swallow who nested just outside my window in my apartment stairwell. It started to feel like the best days in my professional life had passed. But I wasn't willing to give up so easily. I pulled up my bootstraps and came up with a system. It was a simple one. Every day I would comment on one blog post in my niche of PR and marketing. The comment had to be a quality one that added to the conversation and that could be of value to other readers. I didn't link to anything or try to sell anything. I'd been doing this for about a month when it finally happened. I hit enter, and up came a mention from a well-regarded PR blogger in Dallas. Then came one from a tech author. From there, it snowballed, and before long, I was interacting with influencers from across the globe. The comment section of my blog filled up every time I posted. It seemed magical, but it wasn't really magical. It was all about systemizing the process, and more importantly, building relationships with the people I was hoping to attract by adding value to their efforts first before trying to get them to add value to me and my goals. This focus on community building as a marketing strategy has been the guiding star of my career. In my 20 years of experience in PR communication, the last 13 focused on social media, I've found that success in social media, and really in any kind of communication, can be boiled down to 4 critical systems. Number 1, clarify your ideal audience and unique offer. It can be challenging, but when you follow a system to do it, the results can be dramatic. We were able to use this system with our client at Microsoft to save a women's conference that wasn't attracting enough registrations. Number 2, create content that is designed to solve their problems and never run out of things to say. My co-host for the Communities That Convert podcast was shocked when we used this simple system to develop over 6 months of ideas over a 2-hour lunch. Number 3, connect with them by adding value and building community. When you have a relationship with your audience, they become more like family. They protect you when you're being attacked, they pitch in when you need help, and they buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. This week I was scrambling as I got back from vacation, and my podcast co-host was dealing with a family emergency, life. We were moving more slowly than usual with our promotion of most recent episodes, and 2 of our community members jumped right in to promote the episodes without us even asking. Number 4, calibrate as you go by setting measurable objectives. I've created a dashboard to help you easily measure points along the customer journey and in order to pinpoint your social media strategy and adjust it. It's been used in a best-selling book as well as by students across the country. We've also used it with hundreds of organizations, from the smallest nonprofit to the largest enterprise. So if you're just getting started with social media, like I was way back there in San Antonio, or if you've already built a social media presence but want to get better results, or if, like me, you've been using social media to drive your business goals for years but are always looking for ways to fine-tune them, these 4 systems are worth considering. My goal in 2019 is to help 1,000 entrepreneurs and communicators learn how to apply these hard-learned and expensive lessons without the significant investment that my clients have had to make. I want to start by giving you the free gift of the Goalpost Worksheet from the first module of my course. This worksheet is an essential part of gaining clarity and helping you to build a solid social media strategy. You can fill it out and run with it today. Head over to smartsocialsecrets.com right now to fill out the simple form for this special gift. And let me close with this thought. At the heart of all these systems is the community that you will build. And it is by far and away the most valuable asset you will ever have. Some social scientists are worried that social media will further isolate people and increase loneliness. It doesn't have to be that way. What I learned all those years ago as I searched the internet for validation is that it was all about the community and not about me. If you want to be validated, validate others. If you want to be less isolated, build thriving communities. If you want to be successful, help others to be successful. I look for seeing you on the inside.